Hello everyone, my name's GhJared and welcome back to the Fidelio Incident. We just got to the heat vent over here. This is apparently where it's safe, so we have to go back over to the fire and get the note. And we continue on with this mysterious journey. Woohoo! Freezing, I'm freezing. Please don't let me die. Get to the fire, warm up inside. God, music's not helping. Putting me very uneasy. Maybe that's the point. A little wreck over here. It's got some more bit of information as we gotta go save our wife. We're being pinned under a wing. Hopefully there's a fire somewhat close to us.
Journal.
Mother's crying in the next room. She says it's because she's happy, but I don't believe her. My father is getting out of prison. My friends protest the unlawful imprisonments, but I wish they'd kept Michael O'Shea locked up forever. Life in prison isn't long enough for him. It would kill my mother if she ever read this. What if Michael ever read it? Would it kill him? Or would he kill me? Well, the violence didn't stop when he was on the inside, but at least when I read about something terrible in the paper, I knew my father wasn't the cause. But now, God help us all.
Okay, so we're Stanley, which I like to compare to the Stanley Parable. So it's like Stanley's plane crash. I don't know, but there's this number here, Stanley. These, I think 5. It will save you. So, yeah, interesting. So we came from that way, so I assume we're going this way. Once again, the music's really unsettling. Extremely unsettling. Now, I don't know much about this game, but I picked it up.
Thin ice. I've got to be careful.
Okay, we're a nice little safe spot. Gotta get to the smoke. Hopefully it'll warm us up. If not, we're gonna die. It's not warming us up.
Stanley took me to this lovely old tree on the cliffs overlooking the sea. It was just the perfect spot. Then I saw there were notches carved into the trunk. I pointed them out to him and asked him how many other girls had he brought here. Stanley laughed and said when he was just a lad, he and his dad would come to the same spot for picnics, and Paddy would notch the tree to show how much Stanley had grown. I turned as red as a beetroot and muttered some kind of apology. When we sat down to eat lunch, I saw another notch at the base of the tree. When I asked him what that one was for, he winked and said, Margaret Kane.
Interesting. I need to get somewhere warm. Like now. Now. I'm going back. Ooh. Okay, run. Oh, what? It's like, don't you dare just decide to stop when I get here. Okay. More thin ice. Ice breakaway effects are pretty cool. Ooh. Run. No. Yes.
The summers in Munich are beautiful. The palazzas are full of tourists, so Stanley and I blend right in. But even in the sea of anonymous faces, we have to be careful. Today, I was sitting in the park with my lunch when this young man with a big fancy camera came up to me. He was handsome and stylish, a real artsy type, and he asked if he could take some photos of me. Obviously, I had to say no. But then he said something that caught me off guard. He said that my eyes were the saddest he'd ever seen. Of course they are, I said. I'm Irish. I left everything on the bench and disappeared into the crowd.
Okay. There's a fire over here. I can make it if I'm careful. I don't see any ice breaking. I'm running. Ah! It's breaking! It's fine, we're safe. Fire, 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 fire. Ah, there are
Mother
no to read.
begged me not to go, but I assured her it was a peaceful rally. Molly wouldn't go with me. She was afraid the army would show up. So I dragged Stanley with me.
Listen to me.
I
Use
thought
these
for
5
sure he'd want
letters.
to be there because his father was one of the
Numbers.
speakers. Paddy Whitaker was an electrifying presence. People were cheering and clapping as he spoke about the end to the violence, a peaceful end to the troubles. He spoke with such conviction, I nearly wept. But when I looked over at Stanley, he was wearing fucking headphones and messing with his cassette player. He said he'd heard it all before. I couldn't believe it. He has no idea how lucky he is.
Wow. So Stanley doesn't care at all that even though the father was a speaker there, he didn't care at all. My god. Is there any notes out here that I missed? It doesn't look like it. I just need to get over this little hill here. Can I climb this? Nope. Okay. I guess we're continuing on. Am I close enough here? Oh no, I don't want to come down here! Dang it! I wanted to stay up! Curse confound me in not being able to jump. My stubby legs. They're being too stubby. That's a bit anomalous. Look at that. I want to check to see if there's anything else, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go towards the anomalous slide in the tomb. Hello? What do we got here? Ah!
First,
So this is the number. So there's 3128 91280.
the shelter. Now this lock. I've got to find a way through.
5. Aha! I figured it out.
Those numbers from the journal. This makes no sense.
In we go. Follow the lines. Surprisingly, I'm not freezing or drowning. I must be a great swimmer. Now I'm starting to freeze.
Still alive.
Get to the heat vent, the heat vent, the heat vent, the heat vent. The heat. Spacious heat vent. Was there anything behind? Any letters? Nope. We were destined to crash
Get
here.
Warm.
Dude, you're barely freezing.
Got to get warm.
Dude, you're barely cold. Barely.
Oh, this valve. Maybe. That's good.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
you're pretty lucky. But look at that valve is there. Like, wow, that could have been better placement. More fire. The journal.
I don't know what's wrong with that man. Stanley came into Rory's pub tonight, sweaty and out of breath. His eye was swollen, his lip was bleeding, and he looked as proud as a peacock. He and one of his no-good mates went messing into East Belfast to stir up trouble. Stanley had the brilliant idea to spray the Story Plough over a Unionist mural, but they got caught by some locals and they got into a scrap. Rory thought that was a gas and bought Stanley a pint. I told Stanley he was an idiot. What if he'd been caught by the guard or the UVF? They'd have bloody killed him. But he was just too proud of himself to listen.
Wow. Wow. Wait, where am I supposed to go now? Path unclear. This away? No, that's the wrong way. He was just so proud of himself to listen. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Ah, this way? Follow the pipes, they say. Or at least I said. Nope. Don't run back. Run back. Quickly now. Quickly! Quickly! Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that was way too close for comfort. Now over here. Now over here. Now over here. Now over here. Right? It's gotta pop up over here. We're still locked. There's fire up here. It would have been faster to go up here than to go back to the vent. An interesting mechanic, they have to use fire to keep warm. Especially an exploration game like this. What about these other pipes? Well, that leads to the smoke. I assume that's the way I'm supposed to go. So let's go to these pipes quickly and see if there's anything up with them. There probably won't be, but you never know. Nope, there's another one of them. Just pure decoration. Okay, can run back. Up the mountain to the black smoke. Hopefully she's at this one and it's not like, hey chill, listen Stanley. I said I saw black smoke. Interesting.
Is this another bunker? How many are there?
I don't know why we're going through this. This just leads us back down to the bottom one, doesn't it? More ice.
You've got to be kidding me. Everything's frozen.
Yeah, welcome to Ireland in the middle of
running out
winter.
of time.
Checkpoint! Except not really. Oh, I could have sworn I went here before. That was. More fire. Another note.
Stanley can still surprise me, even after all this time. We drove out for a picnic at our tree by the ocean, but when we got there, Stanley pulled a guitar case out of the boot. I had no idea he played guitar. All afternoon we laid together, in the grass, under the tree, while Stanley strummed and plucked away. It was grand. Then he told me to close my eyes. I told him he better not have any funny ideas, but he said he tried learning a new song just for me. After a few bars, it started to sound familiar, but I couldn't stop myself from kissing him before he could finish the song. I'll let him finish it for me someday.
Someday. I am not moving anymore. That was a bit weird. I just kind of, you know, nonchalant walked through that fire against my own control. Oh, there is a wreck here.
My face hurts from trying to smile all night. I can't blame Stanley. There's no way he could have known. He's not that cruel. He knew I was named after Beethoven's opera and just assumed that I'd be a fan.
Yeah.
But it was my father who loved the opera.
Oh,
He'd
dear.
blast those records into the night and stagger about with a half-empty bottle, waving it in time with the music. It was terrifying. But I loved Stanley. So I gripped his hand and smiled through the entire performance.
Well, Stanley knows now.
These pipes, they must all be connected.
I figured, yeah. Which is why I've been kind of closing them wherever I go as well. Oh god.
Stanley, are you there?
Yes, dear.
Oh, it's so cold. I can't stop shivering. My leg is gone numb. At least it doesn't hurt anymore. I might have fallen asleep. Oh, I thought I heard voices. I don't remember what time it is. think it'll be dark soon. But I don't think I'll make it through the night. Stanley, you've got to stay warm.
Oh, God. Hypothermia must be setting in.
Yeah, we gotta hurry. I just came back to turn off these pipes, just because I feel like I'm supposed to. If they're all connected, I'm gonna need this heat later up the road. So just came back kind of quickly here to turn these pipes off. I'm gonna have to run kind of quickly though. Oh no, I can't turn them off. Well, great. I'm glad that I wasted my time running back. Boom! Look at that steam burst. Off we go. We're so close to the top of this mountain. My God. Warmth. Next area. Away!
Oh, shit. Hail.
So that's a
Hail is
no-go?
too strong. I can't get through.
Okay. So I mean I'm going this way? Well, let's travel by. Or is it just a note over here to roll in my exploration? It's just a note.
Molly and I snuck out to a party tonight. It was in full swing by the time we got there, meaning all the boys were bollocksed. Well, not all. We weren't there long when this beautiful lad hands me a beer and said his name was Colin. Oh, he was tall with bright green eyes and he wore neon-coloured runners. I asked him if it was his party. He shook his head and said that knew it was my party. Then he turned and waved his hand around like he was the great fucking Gatsby. And the first thing we saw was Stanley Whittaker throwing up in the kitchen sink. I laughed and said he could have his party back. Oh, we blathered for a while and we were really getting on when Stanley Whittaker stumbled over and asked Colin if he ever wore those shoes outside. And before I could tell him to fuck off, Stanley asked Colin if he knew I was the daughter of Michael O'Shea. I felt my legs go numb. Colin couldn't get away from me fast enough.
Huh. I wonder what that means, that it scared the other guy off. So, now I gotta figure out where the hell to go because of stupid hail. Hold lever. Yep. I gotta go this way now. Okay. One. Some night.
This thing. Christ, I hope it's big enough to protect me.
Ah. I was like, what was the point of we got a door or something? I see, so we're supposed to use it through the hail. Okay. Let's warm up. Switch the valves. Go the other way. Let's switch the powder of the steam. Boom. Some big fireworks. I'm coming, darling. There. We're slowly learning more about your past, which apparently I didn't know. Well, I didn't know before. There we go. Okay. I guess I didn't need to switch it, but I did it anyways because it might be helpful in the future. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the episode here. This seems like a good spot to stop. I hope you all enjoyed the game. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. My name's GhJared, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Bye!